Hello, is anybody there? I think I saw. Okay, Quinette, Ada. Hi, who's there? Can you hear me? Can you say hey if you can hear me? Hi guys, and welcome to another segment with Being Human with Sase. We're human. Actually, that name just reminds me of we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Hi, Sharon. Take it slow. Oh, oh, oh. It's time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh, oh. It's time we'll take it slow. Oh. I'm just waiting for people. So I was just saying that Being Human with Sase reminds me of the John Legend song. That's what I was singing. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, oh, oh. It's time to take it slow. Actually, I'm actually feeling in the mood to like sing. If you have any song suggestions or any like, I don't know, just pop them in the chat and I'll see if I know it or not. And then I'll sing. Hi. Say hi if you're on there. I can see one or two people, but just say hi. Don't be shy. Right hand. This is why it's live. It's interactive. Don't worry, guys. One day I will. I look forward to actually bringing people on to join me on the live. I mean, that would be the day. It would be so much fun. Anybody there? Anyone else? Anyone else? Guys, if you've not already done so, if you can, obviously, if you've not already watched my video that I posted today on YouTube, after this live, you can go on there, if you may. Let me know. Hi, guys. Hi. I'm just seeing people trickling in bit by bit. You are welcome to Being Human with Sase. I just feel like I'm here doing a show and just talking to myself. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you've already watched the video, what were your best culture shocks? What were the things that you... Hello, Ada. Hi, Sharon. What were the things that like you were like, wow, this is such a shocker? Like I never knew about this one. The zebra crossing, okay. Yeah. You can actually walk on zebra crossing, just like stroll and everything. But obviously, you don't want to do it when an ambulance is coming, because everybody knows that for ambulances, you have to give way. You cannot just sit down there and be saying, you have all right of way on the road. And you now be strolling. They will break your leg. But yeah, zebra crossing is quite cool. As in, and when people actually walk across it, they like wave to like say thank you and stuff, like to tell the person. Like initially, I used to think that when you are Messi Chiro's sister, this Messi Chiro, she needs to see me, she needs to meet me, because every time this Chiro, yeah, the line is for fancy. Yeah. In Nigeria it's for fancy. Here you actually just, you walk across it and the car has to stop. In fact, already if you're a driver, that's part of the things that you learn when you learning for a driving test, right? That you have like the zebra crossings on the road, and you see, like, you would already see it from far, so you have to start slowing down, getting ready that people on either side might be crossing, so you can't even just snooze and lose and say you go there first. Pedestrians have right of way, which is cool. Hi, Alisa. I'm sure you already know this. I was just asking people what their favorite parts of the video was. I didn't understand the help part. Help. Oh, okay. Yeah, like you don't have like house help, or like how you just have in Nigeria, you can just get a house help. You do things on your own here. One or two people actually get like au pairs. They call them au pairs. They're like, excuse me, helps, maids, they help clean. You can actually pay for them. They're actually quite expensive. I think there was a time my dad was asking about them, and I was telling her how a lot of people don't tend to get because of, number one, the cost. And I know people will always ask that, can they bring people from Nigeria or from abroad or somewhere? And yeah, they value humans, but Nigeria. Well, it's not. Chris, it's not really much of the point of valuing, as much as is. Some people just have the mentality that once they just come abroad like this, they have released them into the wild, like they are not in the jungle. Like, you get like, am I in England? Please, I cannot be in somebody's somebody's house for too long. Let me go and find my own footing. Especially if the person has already arranged papers for them to come, and then they now get here, and then it's almost as if you have let the lions loose. Who let the dogs out in the jungle? So, like, people actually are a bit reluctant sometimes because they just feel like the thing that they send them to come and do here is not what they are going to come and do here. They will just deceive you. After a few months, you will not see them again. They've gone to tell you how they have work. It's as if their eye just used to shine when they just come abroad like this. Once they get there, their plans change exactly like that. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say in a few words, really. Yes, that's how it is. Oh, but people do get, but it is quite pricey. I know another thing that they do is you can get cleaners. I know there's cleaners for you, so you can get someone who just comes clean. That's not an issue. But like a proper living house help and everything, or more, you pay money. I know someone who actually does it. She travels a lot, and she has two kids and stuff, and the helps, but she changes them as a contract. She just changes them so that they don't get too comfortable. But those ones, they are already here, and I think maybe they are part of an agency or something. So if I ever thought about doing that, maybe I'll ask her, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's not much of the culture here. But yeah, I hope I answered your question, Shara. You also talked about cats. Ah ha ha ha. Hello. I mean, cats and dogs are quite expensive. I mean, pets in general. Hamsters are like big rat too. They say, "Oh, my pet hamster, pet hamster." You see how I used to do bush meat. Do you know that I went to one of my friends, pets in general, I went to my henna, Bratisai house. I went to one of my friend's farms. My friend's like a farmy girl, like she's very, like, rides horses and stuff like that. So she's very, very, like, countryside. Oh, mom, I got there now. That's so Nigeria, babe. Guys, let me tell you, you will just be on the floor. I get there and I'm just seeing under the guise of paying too many views. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Phoenix is something else. Hiding under the guise of paying too many views. It is quite expensive. Don't worry, I'll go back to the story of the cat, Queenette. I'm coming. This my friend now, her farm had like all sorts of things. Your regular farm now, from pig to goats to cattle to sheep to all her horses. She had ponies, like baby horses. Like they're just really, that's their petite, that's their breed. Almost as I just dey walk inside this farm now, I just see goat. I say, goat meat. One of my friends just pinch me like, come, they can get offended. Don't come and be talking that you can cook the animal. This is their pet. Me, all I was seeing was food. Do you get, like, when you see chicken, you know that if the thing is there waiting, it's waiting for Christmas Day. You come and tie chicken in your house or tie cow. You know that one day the end date is coming. You cannot come and keep it there and be talking the grooming, pet, and whatever. Anyway, back to Queen, what we were saying about the bills. Yeah, yeah. And Sharon, like, bills. they are expensive, and these animals, like, maybe they have like maybe all these, illness or something wrong with them. They're having surgery, they're paying thousands of pounds, 4,000 pounds for pet bill, and this is not even inclusive of insurance. Like, insurance would have already paid its own. You are paying, this is your excess, the one that you are paying on top of what insurance is paying. What's happen now? It's actually too much. Like, the culture shock was the fact that dogs wear hood. Yeah, well, that was the one for dog. There was the one for cat. How the cat, when they are sick, they will ask for permission, take permission from work to go and to take their cat to the hospital. Oh, their cat is. I think there was one. Yeah, yeah, her cat was giving birth or something, something, something. She had permission. She was telling me, and you have to be shining teeth for them now. Do you know that one of my friends was talking about this thing this week? At church. It was quite interesting. She was saying how, bless this lady soul. Her mom had died. May her soul rest in peace, and everything. The lady, not my friend's mom, like the person who was at her workplace. The mom had passed and everything. And then, she'd gone to her. She had been. She said before she passed, she was a bit ill. She was like, pray for my mom. She has this. She prayed for the mom, and well, unfortunately, she still passed. So she came again. She said she has gotten new car that so to keep her company. Now came again to my friend that this cat, the cat has is not well. Something. Please come and pray for my cat. So then my friend was now there thinking that I pray for a human being, nothing happened. The human being still died. And I gonna attempt to pray for cat. So she was like, okay, that she will pray for the cat and everything. My friend, proper Nigeria lady, she was like, she found herself praying for cat in the house. She got home. She was like, because the lady was like, why is it only her that everything is happening with, or everybody that she loves is dying, that they should please pray for. I was just like, ja. It's not funny. It's not, yeah, yeah. But the one about like, I mean, pet insurance is crazy. I think that's when my husband was like, please, we're not even getting any pets. Like, I beg, it's too expensive. From their vaccines to their food to their upkeep to whatever they need to be taken regularly to their, if they are ill like this, it's much. And yes, because of the code, these animals, they wear hood, so you can go to pound store or whatever, you see shoe, you see a hood and whatever for these animals. Yeah, baby cars. So it's when I say baby cars, they're like toy cars. You know how in Nigeria, like, to if you want to cruise and everything, you have like Range Rovers. They're like ranges here, top, some of the top people, they have those. But your regular car that you see on the road, in Nigeria, regular car, you can see Jeep, you can see like, normal saloon car. Here is like small cars. The cars are so tiny that you actually see cars with like just two people, like only two people can sit inside the car. There's no back seat. The back is the boot. And you see cars that like this, you can literally, you think it's toy. You can, those baby baby cars, you just throw it in the car. But yeah, no, guys, like, it's so much. Yeah, Sharon. Wow, yeah, it is wow. It's quite shocking. I think another thing, like, if I was to like, so they give way on the roundabout. So when you're like driving and everything, they give way on the roundabout. I get really upset when you expect your people to ask you if you need money. Instead, they will start lamenting how they are paying so much bills. Let me see. I get really upset when you expect your people to ask you if you need money. Instead, they'll start lamenting how they are paying. So, okay. Well, I don't know. I feel like people who are abroad, they sort of feel like people back home think that they are like money. They grow money on trees, or that the fact that they are abroad. I think this is what you hear a lot of people saying, that please, the fact that I'm abroad does not mean that we are making money on trees. People, exactly, Sharon. People say that you have two jobs just to survive abroad. So I feel like people have like back home have an unrealistic expectation about people that are abroad, like they are making money. It's not really a lie that they are abused, and it's not really an excuse. There are actually so much things to pay for here. Like, as I'm going, like, I might talk about one or two and everything, like, as we continue this conversation, but there are a lot of things to pay for. Like, how Nigeria, you can just top up, or if there's no light, there's no light. At the end of the month, NEPA will bring bill. This one, like, all this energy crisis, everything, somebody will just come tell you that you are in debit, you are in debit your account. The bill that you were enjoying during summer when it was hot, now that it's cold there, now you are using heater. They will tell you that the money has doubled. In fact, triple safe that all those ones that you were enjoying before, now it's time. So they are quite genuine, like obviously things. And I feel like maybe people are just over expecting from people. That's what I feel. And then when they now get disappointed, they now say, should be your abroad, should be exchange rate is this amount. But if you come to think about it, the thing that they are buying for maybe £20 here, if you go to a similar sort of caliber of restaurant in Nigeria, is similar, is the similar amount. Fair, like, you buy the meal for that same amount that you spent here, slightly up, but people are actually trying here. Abdul Koki, I'm not culture shock, maybe because I've lived here for more than 2 decades. However, I can understand how people react. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I feel like if one has been living abroad, it just sort of it just becomes part and parcel of them. It's no longer a shock anymore, So another thing here about like driving here, you know how Nigeria you can just enter the sorry guys, went to put customer to bed tomorrow at school. Yeah, that's fine. If you don't pay for water bill, can you go to your neighbor and fetch water? Don't laugh at me, lol. Man, I'm sure if your neighbor is kind, like they don't turn off the water bill here. There's no day that they will come and say, oh, you did not this one, because you did not pay, there's not going to be water for you, or because you did not pay, they're going to turn off your lights. No, there's no way. They don't do that. Well, so you will always have water, so there will be no need to go to your neighbor, except maybe you have plumbing issue. Then that one you can call like the grid, the people that are supplying the water, gone, and everything. But no, I remember, to be fair, you can borrow if you are close to your neighbors. You can borrow things. When I want to quarrel with them, I will always say they should come back now since Nigeria is better. Hello, I couldn't. I feel like one can only understand than be in their shoes. Well, if you're in their shoes, I think that's the only best way to put it, because it's never understand. The grass is always greener on the other side. I'm sure even then they'll be thinking, Shebi, if you're in this Nigeria, Shebi, you should be able to, you're enjoying life, yeah, this, the food is cheaper, this. So everybody will always have something to say about the grass being greener on the other side. Anyway, with regards to the bill, if you are close to your neighbors, you can go and borrow things. I remember like when I was like still in school and everything, I was living outside campus. Some of my neighbors, they were like a bit elderly. If there's anything wrong that look I did not see in the house, because everything here is DIY, you do it yourself. You want all this, I will go there, I'll go and borrow tools. I'll say, please, I want to come and borrow. What will I not borrow? I used to go there, but they were kind enough, we had a relationship, so we were able to do that. But you cannot just come and knock on somebody's door and be going to their house. So this is England. And again, they really take their food and their dinner very, very seriously. Yeah. You can make your father now to bleach oil, Sharon. Yeah. They take their dinner and lunchtime very, very seriously. I remember like people. I remember there was one time like this. People, they were like, oh, sorry, we're just having our tea now. We're just having our lunch. Would you like to join us for lunch? Those kind of things that they like to do. Do you know, guys, that there was one time I was doing evangelism on the road. This was when I was in school. I went there. I went to the park to go and do evangelism. Next minute, that's how this man, he just looked at me one eye like this. I was not like, oh, sorry, I just want to talk to you. This guy just said, good, amazing. And I said, sorry, that he's eating. He's having his lunch. That please, I should not disturb me. I was so upset because I was now a junior started shouting on the man that, what do you mean? So because that isn't not your mouth you're using to eat. I did not tell you to talk to me. I'm the one that's talking to you. It's your ear that is to hear. If you don't want to do the evangelism, it's not even that you be chasing me, telling me that you are eating. They take their food very, very seriously. Yes, Sharon, you can bleach oil. I mean, I make a lot of ayamashe, I make a lot of fada and everything. It's your house now. Open window, do whatever I want and stuff. Queen, let me see what that says. They can't cope here again. Oh, my cousin over there said he wants to be buried there when he died. Oh, in Nigeria. Almost. Well, he probably has his reasons and I don't know why, but so a lot of people like to come back home maybe after retirement, and but maybe I don't know, maybe when they see that the life that they have been enjoying here, they are forgetting what they used to enjoy in Nigeria. They might want to come back. But yeah, I think to each their own. Abdul, water is an essential and you are metered as you use it. Only host ban can put in place last summer. Yes, because of the unusual hot summer. I wanted to mention that. Thank you for reminding me, Abdul. They put a ban on hose. You know hose outside now that you just use to water your flowers and everything. Apparently, you cannot do that anymore. They put a ban on it. I was going to mention it. It just skipped my mind. Yeah, thank you. They put a ban on it, and you can, if they catch you or your neighbor tips you off or goes to go and report, they will fine you big money. So yeah. Ada, someone told me that her auntie was arrested for bleaching oil because of smoke. No, 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 that's not true. You have smoke alarms in your house now. If there's anything, the alarm will sound. If the house is going to be burned, I don't know where the auntie is living, but please, I mean, I had a food business before now. I used to make father like no man's business. That was the top thing on the menu. People used to order. So yeah, please, you can do what you like as long as you are not breaching it. You're not being a nuisance or causing nuisance. Except her bleaching was causing a nuisance to her neighbors. It also depends on where you are living. If you are living all those face me, I face you, I don't know. And everything. Like people's living conditions in England, like you don't know what people are going through, where people are, as in people are sleeping cold. You know how if it's hot, you can just push it, use small fan. If you are cold, you can. If you don't have heater, you no pay anything. There is nothing in this life. You can wear 100 clothes. There's nothing you can use to take down the. More people better prefer sun to the cold. You cold, they die for inside. I tell you now. What do they call it? Yeah, so insect is causing a nuisance, to her neighbors, or the smoke is maybe somebody has asthma next door or whatever. I know that sometimes all this smoke the thing sips, but is more like all these like people that smoke either cocaine or weed or cigarettes or whatever. That one can pass. Because I remember like one of our neighbors where we used to live before when I was pregnant, the man and in this thing the smoke would they pass through our house, and I had to go and meet the guy. I was like, and the lady, I was like, please, like, we're actually pregnant, like, this is what's going on. We're about to deliver a baby. You cannot be passing your fumes towards. They will not behaving like they did not know. Thank God they moved out. So things like that you can report and stuff like that. And that says, my brothers school there and are now citizens, but they want me to feel sorry for them. Okay, I see. Well, I don't know how you can feel sorry for them. Well, what's it called? Obviously, you're seeing the good part, Queen, is that they are now citizens. Oh yeah, now they should. But I don't know. I wonder if they actually are giving you the full picture, or even if they are, if you can actually see what they are really doing or what they are going through to actually, I don't know. Yeah, hi Lily, you're welcome. Sharon, very funny. Queen Edna scam. We don't want you to build them. Hello. Queen, they should come. Let's exchange citizenship. I don't tire. I know, right? Sharon, I don't have a problem. Or at least they send money to their parents. Yeah. Definitely. That's important. That's important, Queen. So what's it called? Something else is yeah, I think I mentioned you just check before going to somebody's house. You cannot just say, oh God, day your door. You know how Nigeria, you just show up at somebody's door. You cannot do that one. You cannot do that one. Come and show up at somebody's door unannounced or without planning 10 years in advance. This England, they like to plan very well. You cannot just say, oh, I'm outside. That one does not work here because number one, people feel like they don't have helps. People feel like it's a bit more like, for lack of a better word, so sometimes a bit more lonely here, because you just feel like, please, I don't want anybody to come and put in nose decide what's me. I'm even just trying my best, struggling to come and have, or somebody, maybe the house is dirty, and how in Nigeria you just have help that you just say, go and sweep that place today, go and wash all the plates. Here, maybe after going to work and coming back in the night, then their whole house is upside down. They don't want you to see, okay, I did your door. They don't want you to see their house in that kind of state. So they might just tell you that you should come, you should plan before. Exactly, the weather alone will make you think well. Yeah, so before you come and step outside, come and enter somebody's house, they can't keep you inside cold. Yeah, so things like that and everything are actually quite cool and everything. The fact that before somebody's coming, at least just a quick call now. I think there were some family members of mine. I was just like, what's going on? Like they tried to, I don't know, show up unannounced. We were just like, waiting happen now. Please, their house. Kind of thing and everything. Because people feel like it's not polite. And, like if, say, for instance, someone had help, you can tell that maybe their house at least would be reasonably clean, every single time, if they are not that clean. But there's some people that obviously just form the habit to just clean as you go along, normal things like that. So people are a bit always skeptical about that. Sometimes you can live beside your neighbor, you don't really know them. I guess it's the same in many places, it just depends. Confidentiality is important. I think I was telling Sharon this today about how, how the Nigerian mentality, just because you pay money, you'll be thinking that you are entitled to some, whatever the service that you paid for, you've paid now, so you are entitled. No, in England, you are not entitled. If, say for instance, somebody else is involved, maybe your child now, they can tell you that, please, there is confidential, they need consent from the child in order to tell you anything that you're asking. To be honest, I prefer the mind your own business of the British culture, as it has made me who I am today, and it works in my way, as I can be private as much as I am a social animal. Yeah, I think you just can strike a balance, right? People who are not, jumping into your personal space and everything, and then just not knowing their boundaries. I think it just helps create boundaries, really and truly. Yeah, I somewhat agree, yeah, with that. But I mean, I don't know, to each their own. Some people might be happy with people just showing up. Have you entered tunnel train? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Those ones are, yeah, yeah. When you're going the train, the underground, I think they call it the underground. When you're going from city to city, or sometimes the overground. The overground is when you're going from city to city. Underground is more like, most likely, like London and everything. There's never service on your phone. That is not fun, because you cannot call anybody until you come out of the underground, like above, out onto the main road. So yeah, it's cool and it's quick. It gets you, next stop, next stop. Oh, I remember one story. Yeah, that underground one show me Pepe one time. Those trains, they close quick. Like, there's no waiting for anybody. Oh, everybody is now inside the train now. Yeah, maybe close door. It goes, mind the doors, please. Boom, just close you. I remember one day I was going for a wedding. This was back in the day. Again, school shenanigans. When you're back in school, you're just living your life. I literally, the doors closed me, like, literally. There's nothing you can do, because that's when you hear that people get killed, people are pushed on the track, etc., etc., all of these kinds of things and everything. Like, I just go into the train. Like, if you are not quick, because the train keeps coming, so even if you miss that one, you can get on the next one. I just went, my high heel shoe, I was going for a wedding. The thing first closed me when I just did before the thing was going to go boom. My shoe now got stuck inside. I said, oh my god, my own is finished today. But yeah, the culture in UK is simple, as long as you don't bring along Nigerian toxicity. If you are able to integrate, then you are free to go. Yeah, 100%. I'll even tell you about workplace culture, guys. Like, movie I did watch, an underground train that goes through a tunnel. Yeah. So Lily, I think Abdul just responded to your question, that which one is tunnel train. So I think, yeah, workplace culture. Almost like, I think if you're able to integrate, then feel free to go. Yeah, I mean, I feel like bringing Nigerian toxicity into, like, the British place is not going to really take you far. Like, you have to, when you're in Rome, you behave like you're in Rome. When you're in Italy, Nigeria, please behave like you're in Nigeria. Don't come and be thinking that you want to come and bring. It will not work. Do you get? Like, it's just like come and bring British culture in Nigeria. Everybody just say, Oga, Ogbeni, kilo shele. You know, that kind of thing, like, kill Agbe, kill Eju. Wait, it does not marry. Do you get? So, say for instance, workplace culture here and everything, like, in the legal system, which obviously is where I'm from, you know how in Nigeria you would be like, the barristers, the solicitors, the SANs, they are the bosses in the place. And then you now see, like, maybe the legal clerks, you will just be running, you just be sending them on errand. Go and buy beans for me, go and do this one. The paralegals here are the ones running the show. Let me tell you, if you want to get to the inside gossip, if you want to get to the inner chambers, all the work, all the things, they even know more. Do you know that by the time because in this country, experience, let me just tell you something that is key. You don't even need to go to school. When I say school, like after secondary school like this, people can just what do they call it? Is there sand on the floor? A normal floor now. If you go beach, you go sip sand. If you, like, literally, like, culture shock here, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, if you what was I saying? No, the paralegals run things. No, it's normal, Sharon, it's normal pave, road tar on the floor now. It's just normal tile. Yeah. Normal tile on the floor. And everything. Um, what do they call it? What was I saying? Paralegals run things here and everything. Those guys are like the people that you can just ask for, like the secret. Please, if anybody remembers what I was saying, please just remind me. They have your answer to everything. Like literally anything that you just want, just go and. Hey, I was talking about going to school. If you don't need to go to school to learn how to like climb the ladder at work. You know how in Nigeria or back home, if you've not done NYSC, you've not finished university, you've not gotten your certificate, if you've not done this and that and everything, you cannot progress up the work ladder. You will just be one apprentice or somebody's shop or whatever, or do your own business. Omo, in this England, do you know that experience is the one that surpasses it all? You can see one person that did not even go to university. They will tell you, oh, we don't want to go to uni. You will see them. They are the ones that are climbing the ladder. They are the ones that are so experienced. They are the ones that, if they are looking for who to promote, if they are doing interview, you feel like be the one that got first class but zero experience. They're going to get the person that did not go to school but has top-notch experience from working. They are the ones that are going to put in that place. Yeah, so sometimes I think there's always this like argument, like this sort of like drawing a line between whether your kids, like, should you advise them not to go to uni? Should you actually just hammer on the fact that uni? You know how our parents used to be like, you have to be doctor, lawyer, or whatever. Here, you actually start thinking that maybe I should not really force these children. You actually start having those thoughts as an African that if I force them now, should be at the end of the day, is it not who has experience that is still going to get work? Like the one that with all your first class, you carry your first class and it has an advantage, don't get me wrong. But if there are two people and the other person is more experience heavy, I'm sorry, mama academic, nobody's going to really answer you. That's why during school they will tell you get work experience, get this, that kind of thing. Come on. They'll be telling you that one and everything. Yeah, so the paralegals, if you want the latest gist, the hottest, whatever, which partner is this? And they are the ones that know. In fact, they do more work than the lawyers. They are the ones that literally they're just glorified, under glorified solicitors, whatever you call them. They don't pay them as much, but they do all the work and more. Let's put it that way. So don't bring any Nigerian legal mentality here for the lawyers who are online thinking that you're the cat's whiskers. You come here, the paralegal will humble you, and you better. Another workplace culture is food. Man, guys, you cannot carry crayfish bar to work. You cannot come and carry food and say, let me come and warm my okra soup. Or my which one get all our soups that have academic. Can't come and carry food that they'll tell you, oh, what's that fishy smell? That's what they will tell you. That the place is smelling of fish. You will just be so embarrassed. Your own food, exactly. Like there was one day me, I used to go there and go and be taking rubbish things. I go take beans, initially they'll be like, oh, what's that? Until there was one day it was so embarrassing, and it was not just me. Some people else actually attested to it and everything. They think I even breed like discrimination. They can start, it can just start being very embarrassing because even you, by the time you've gone to microwave your food inside the kitchen, a lot of times, if you have like nice, normal smelling food that is not African, and they will be like, oh, that smells so good. What's that? Maybe just bring jollof rice, no crayfish, nothing inside, just normal jollof rice. Smells good. Great. Rice and stew smells good. That's fine. By the time you start bringing all our local, nkwobi, bring this one. First, they will ask you, what's smelling in this kitchen? They will now start carrying it up and down. Even you to the whole office will now come and start smelling. You will now know that it's you, especially if you are not eating the thing. People will now start carrying their nose up like this. If they smell food, they go run. It's true, Sarah. That one, the office go close. And so let me see what questions have been left while I was away. Yeah, the fufu. I think Sharon was talking about fufu. Abdul said, avoid domestic issues, avoid driving without a license or under the influence of substances, and don't get involved in any major criminal actions. 100%. That I agree with that. Fufu or ewa going. I just ate ewa going today. I mean, it was amazing. Is your internet stable? Yeah, my battery died. I've just plugged my phone back, so I'm back on now. Thank you. Nah, so research papers are the rise from MSc to PhD. LOL. Life with Queenet. Others is Sharon Fufu is sweet now. Nah, Ogiri Igbo just the pot the person. Yeah, Ogiri and Iru. You just know yourself. That's how this of father. The way the thing will just smell. It's so nice. Like before you cannot even get them to taste it because they will not agree. No, it's not my network. No, it's not your network. It's me. I'm sorry. Ogiri Igbo. Could be Wi-Fi mobile internet in Nigeria is back now, yeah. And Nigeria network with this one I've been at UK. No, it's battery, oh, it's not any network, it's just battery that died. Right. So Irutano. Yeah, Iru, Ogiri, they are similar, similar together. So all this our food. The thing used to cause problem, oh guys. Like you just respect yourself and just know what you are doing and go and eat it in your house. Except it's something that is smelling nice that people will be saying, oh, what's that? But other than that, don't just bother yourself. Another thing, a workplace thing that they do that is like quite culture shock is that they ask everybody, they go around and say, oh, who wants tea and coffee? Who wants tea and coffee? You want tea? You want coffee? By the time you now collect tea and coffee from everybody on the whole floor, you will now Lily say local breed. I tell you collect tea and coffee order from everybody on the floor, you will now enter the kitchen. You just bring tray and be coming back outside. Because the amount of people you'll be asking, oh, sugar, no sugar, milk, because you cannot just go, it's like a culture thing, right? That's why it's called culture shocks. It feels like you went to the kitchen to go and get tea for only yourself. You did not ask anybody else. You know how in Nigeria when we are eating, we say, come and eat, oh, come and join me. Here, if you are going to go and get tea, is not by force, but it's part of the culture that you actually ask and everything. Laugh, go just finish all of them. I say, how many years have you lived over? I have lived here. Okay. So, I think about 15 years. Yeah. Yeah. So, that took long to count. Too. Now wow. Yeah, so you get tea and coffee and everything. You have to ask people where you want to get for them. What else? After work, people are used to people are used to going to the pub to go and drink. Have your beer. It's a beer life here, so everyone is always like, yeah, we're going to have a pint of beer. So if you don't what do they call it? If you don't drink, it's a bit like because you don't drink, you can feel a bit left out. Like it's fine, you can go to the bar and just order like lemonade or coke and everything. But by the time you see them, counting by my fingers, I'm in true Niger, and that's 15 years. Congrats, thanks. So now, what's it called? Yeah. So that's just how it is. Like if you don't drink, it's a bit like a bit awkward because by the time they start getting into their real, from the drinking 1 to 10, then before you know it, everybody's singing on the road. YMCA. Before you know it, people don't remove clothes. They'll do Otley run. I remember back in uni, like we did like Otley run and everything. Like you go from pub to pub. But they also they're not allowed to carry the alcohol, the bottle on the road because if the police sees you, so you will not see us. Everybody will now hide it inside their clothes. They will use it to cross road. You will now see the ones, they'll be wearing fancy dress. People will wear like skirts. People will wear all sorts of, I don't even know. They will wear wig, girls. As in, I think there was a day I was just walking past. I was like, hell no, who are these naked people on the road? And they are all drunk in the cold. The funny thing, when they are just gone like that, they don't used to feel the cold. You see them like this with their spaghetti strap and their heels, and then the boys topless, or they will just wear one rubbish thing. They will now be doing like this. God of mercy, I'll just be like, God, coffee is sweet enough with milk. Is the coffee sweet the way they consume it every minute? Coffee is coffee now. You just put milk and sugar. But coffee, I think the reason why they consume it a lot is because so that if they are tired, so that they are weak. The caffeine inside will give the adrenaline. You get make them awake because you stay awake, they work. If you take coffee, it sometimes help. Yeah, with sugar. Ah, then what else? At work, yeah, I've talked about taking food to work, talking about tea for everybody in the office. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, I'm sure one or two things more at work. The politics is usual in every workplace. But yeah, yeah, another culture shock here is the hospitals. You don't need to pay bills. You just go. The NHS has covered. Which is amazing. Sometimes you actually forget. I think I'm talking to one or two of my friends in America, and I'm like, oh, just tell them that this is wrong. They should give you this. Prescribe that. They'll be like, I said, you realize that everything we have to pay for here. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I just get carried away with the fact that the NHS just pays for everything. But whether you're a citizen or not citizen, once you have when you come, you get registered with a GP, that's a general practitioner, a doctor, whatever, a practice, and you go to see them, they diagnose anything. All you just do is just pay for your drugs. They will prescribe it for you, and then you just go to pharmacy and go and pay. But you get exemptions from paying for drugs if you are under 16 and if you are a new mom. So you are pregnant, so it's called a maternity certificate, exemption certificate. If you are pregnant, once you are pregnant like this, they give you a certificate up until your child turns 1 year old. So a good all through pregnancy and until the child's first birthday, you, the mom, gets all your medications free. That they prescribe, the one they prescribe. If you just want to go and buy medicine over counter that they do not prescribe, you use your money to pay. But other than that, you get it free. Your kids get medicine free. It's all just free. Birth is free. I really thank God for that. We are not there thinking about, hey, to born children. You are looking for how much to go and gather for hospital bill. You can choose whichever one, whether you want elective CCS, you want any kind of pain relief, gas and anything you want. It's all free. There's no this one price is this amount, that one price is the epidural, anything. Just yeah. So yeah, there are private hospitals here and everything, but obviously those ones you pay money, and that's if maybe you feel like the NHS is slow or the NHS is just wasting your time. Another thing is schools. But most times, if the normal bill was 25 naira, as NHS, you pay 250. No, 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 you don't pay anything. You don't pay anything, Sharon. You don't pay anything. With the it's because it's government things now. So is government organization. If you feel like you're not satisfied with the NHS or what they are doing, you can feel free to to go to private where you're going to cough up money from your from your truth. I pay monthly for my ulcer subscription. Those on low and benefits also don't pay. Thank you for mentioning that. So there are other categories of people that don't pay. Maybe benefits. Maybe you have some special disabilities or something and everything. You are exempt anyway. There's a list on the back of things. But some people, even after their child has turned one, or maybe they are okay now, they will still continue to be taking free medication. But if they catch you, they will fine you. So you cannot really cheat the system like that. And in Scotland, they don't pay for the prescription. Oh, that's amazing. Scotland and England are different for those who don't know, and everything. So their laws are slightly different. We almost traveled, but husband man changed his mind because of COVID. Queenette. Well, do you think that you'll be able to still travel now that COVID has reduced? School up, I'm talking about our own. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. Only staff and medical students. Okay, okay. I see what you mean, Sharon. Only staff and medical students own is free. Okay, but most times if you normal bills, yes, I think that's how they do it in America as well, Sharon. Like say for instance, there are cafeterias, there are restaurants in the hospital, and there are stuff there, like at a massively discounted rate for the doctors, the nurses, the medical staff. So yeah, that's correct. So Nigerian and American system, I think they are slightly similar, but America is just more advanced. Maybe that's why some people are happier in America because you just feel like it's an advanced Niger. Can you say it's easier over there than here in Nigeria? It is definitely easy. The systems make it easy. Everything is in place, Lily. Everything is put in place, things are set and everything. So it's easier to get around. You sort of know what to expect. There's nothing that's catching you by surprise, or nobody are going to go and be taking back door to go and be bribing. Nobody's going to answer you like that. All those, anything for the boys, any of those, this that knows this. It's a bit. Yeah. You can I mean there's connections everywhere, don't get me wrong. Like if somebody's father is the judge, they're gonna get in that pupillage. It doesn't matter whether you're not in Nigeria, there is always favoritism everywhere in the world, but systems that are put in place. There was a friend of mine who actually traveled. She relocated to America from England. What she said is that she really misses England and the structures that hey, hello, and I say I should not cast. Me, I know the cast, so she be all Nigerians. I find it. I think it's actually quite cool and everything that I'm receiving a call. I'm not sure why the call is coming through, so I'm just trying to Can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, just hi. I'm not muted though. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Okay, cool. Sorry, like I said, there was a call that just kept coming in, and it wasn't sort of, I was declining it. Maybe that was what was stopping my flow. Right. What else? Schools. That's another thing. Like your school, if it's like a public school, normal government school, the proximity to you and everything is what is where they will put your child. If you are living in another place, you cannot come and request, oh, I want to live I want my child to go to school. You want this school, I like that school. Let my child go there. Nobody's going to answer you. You except you have a real reason. Like you have to actually get schools where close to where you live. So yeah, for example, except you actually have like maybe you go to private school, then you can now travel and drive as far as you want to go. That one they pay fees, but normal school they don't pay fees. The bag no go contain Lily, LOL. And the only girl I meet soldiers and they all traveled. Mom says she wants me close, but I don't want to keep staying. Oh, Queenette. Ah, right. Well, I hope you actually, I don't know if you answered, Queenette, I don't know if you answered, it's saying very bad connection. Can you guys still hear me? I don't know, Queenette, if you answered me when I asked whether you'll be able to come now that COVID has finished and everything, but yeah. Guys, let me know if you can still hear me. What else? The weather is always, it keeps saying very bad connection. Guys, can you hear me? Everybody just can't leave mom. Yeah. Okay, you can hear me clearly. Thank you, Lily. I don't know. It keeps saying very, very bad connection. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, horning, I think I mentioned that in one of my videos. Horning is not really allowed here, especially even after 7 o'clock. You cannot really horn. The weather is always so confused here. It can be sunny outside, but it's not really sunny. When you go outside, you will know that the sun is fake. The cold, the breeze that will just whip you up your feet. You can you will know yourself. What else? You cannot, all this one that will go to market will go and be pricing in the market. Their prices are like fixed here. It's a bit like supermarket in Nigeria, so you cannot go and be pricing. Sometimes you can just, if you have a customer in the market, you can just say, just give me extra and everything, and then they weigh their things here. So that's another thing to sell. Said hardly, yeah, they hardly say excuse me. So if somebody is blocking you now, you can just say, excuse me, let me pass. They will just stand behind you and they'll be waiting for you to pass. They will think that you have eyes behind your head. I remember when I used to be, like when I first came, I used to be so upset that, excuse me now, like, and they'll just be like looking at you. And another thing they don't say is sorry. They don't say sorry, you people. Oh. Yeah, oh, Queenette, I see. Hopefully, you just pray. Let me see. You said husband man has changed his mind after traveling to Dubai and after COVID rules were removed. Okay, that sounds promising. So hopefully, just that would be nice. So you come and visit your family, your brothers, and everybody here in England. And do you think, Queeness, do you feel like if you ask your husband, like, you people want to move here, do you think that he will agree, or is it just for holiday? I'm actually quite curious to know. And actually, why England and not America or anything? What else? What else? Oh, church is not a culture here. That's another thing. So on Sunday, people are just sleeping in their room or whatever. You know how in Nigeria everybody has dressed up to go to church. You can just wear one canvas and whatever. You don't have things like Sunday based, except maybe around the African churches that you have like Sunday based, and people wear heels and everything. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hello. The call, they just can't hear me again. Yeah, that's the thing. The call just keeps coming through. He doesn't even like the UK. He prefers Canada. Okay, thank you. You can hear me. Yeah, what else? Spicy food. Oh, people here, they say spicy food. Spicy food does not mean like you put Maggi, you put salt. Spicy food means pepper. So pretty much. What else? What else? What else? They eat chicken a lot here. Oh, Sharon, you say you like Germany. Oh, how come? Ada Canada. Am I discouraging people from coming to England? What happened now? Yeah, their food sometimes is a bit bland, so you have to carry your salt and pepper like wherever you're going. Pretty much. And then everything, a lot of things here are DIY, do it yourself. So all this one that you have, carpenter, electrician, all of them. Oh, Lily, you like all of them. Okay, that's good. A lot of options to choose from. That's good. Expensive, like what's it called, DIY. You do everything yourself. That one you can just go, well, got carpenter, come and fix this one for me. If anything should break, if you cannot fix it yourself, just go and buy a new one. DIY culture is real here. You do a lot of things yourself. Expensive hair, you cannot do hair yourself, and as in your hair you'll be doing it yourself, otherwise you'll be paying some big money to either plait your hair or to cut your hair. But yeah, what else? Let me see. I think that is most of what I've got here. When are people leaving? Queen Etana, I want abroad husband. Doctor. Hey, Sharon, you're even choosing. Oshe, may God grant you according to your heart's desires. Amen. Oh my God, too funny. But yeah, guys, I think it's already 9 o'clock, and I am so, so grateful for the time that we have spent together. Everybody for your contributions. Abdul, guys, for your questions, for your chipping in. I hope you've learned a bit more about the UK and all the things to expect that are still shocking us. There are 1,000,001 things. But yeah, thank you, Lily. This was entertaining. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was nice speaking to you guys. If you have any contributions, thank you, Sharon. You enjoyed it. If you have any contributions or any other questions for next week, we're live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. So thank you, Abdul. Thank you. Yeah, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. between 8 and 9. So if you have anything, any sort of chats, we can just talk from the videos that have been made, feel free. But it's nice meeting every one of you. Thank you so much. Ada, not here to everyone get there. Well, guys, good night. Take care. Bye.